Good morning, YouTube. This is Becky coming to you today with my 4-week VSG post-op update. Can't believe it's been 4 weeks. Actually, on Friday it will be officially my 1 month. It's gone by incredibly fast. I can't believe how fast it's gone. Let's get to some numbers. I began the surgery at 205.5. Last week I weighed in at 189.5. Today, no need to get on the edge of your seat in anticipation, because today I weighed in at 188.5. So I only lost a pound this week. And yeah, I was kind of bummed about that, but it's a pound down. So I'm thankful for that. It's not a pound up. So, yeah, it was a pound loss. But I do have some exciting news for you. And I can't wait to share it. It's a big NSV moment. Non-scale victory. For those of you that are starting out, and it's never too late, but take your measurements. Please measure your hips, your waist, your thighs, your bust. I mean, wherever you want to measure, just measure. Because my husband and I measured myself on September 9th. My surgery was September 25th. We did my measurements last Sunday night, a few days ago. Get this, drum roll, I have lost a total of 15 inches. 15 inches, you guys. That's like over a foot off of me. That did not show up on the scale. So, yeah, if I could be bummed out about just a 3-pound loss within the past couple weeks, but my gosh, 15 inches, that is amazing to me. The biggest area where I lost was in my waist. I lost 4.25 inches just in my waist. 3.25 in my thighs. My hips, arms, and bust all were 2.5 inches gone. That's like over a foot. That's just so cool. So I'm not gonna let the scale get me down. And I recommend doing measurements once a month. So next month I'm kind of curious to see how much more is going to come off inches wise. And I've got some excuses for my just 1 pound loss. It is the week before my monthly. So I'm kind of blaming it on that, because I really don't know what else to blame it on, because I haven't been eating a whole lot. I'm trying to get my liquids and protein in, which are still kind of hard. But, I can't. And I think I'm at that 3 to 4 week stall that I've been reading about and hearing about. So hopefully that is it, and the week before my period. That is what I'm saying. That's my story. I'm going to stick to it. So yeah. 15 inches. I'm excited about that number. So yeah, measure. What else do I need to talk about? Let me get my handy dandy little note sheet here. Kind of had a rough weekend. There was a lot of activity in my house over the weekend. It was a long weekend. The kids were out of school Thursday and Friday, and then my husband was off Thursday and Friday because he works for the school. And my folks came down. First time since they'd seen me since surgery. My dad is a jack of all trades kind of guy, and he laid some new carpet for us in the upstairs of our house. About a month or two ago, he did the basement. Well, he came over this long weekend and they did the upstairs. So there was a lot of activity going on. I wasn't on a regular eating schedule. I definitely was not getting my liquids and protein in like I should have been, just because it was just a lot going on in our house over the weekend. And I was trying to help out as much as I could. I didn't do any heavy lifting, but you know, I was moving around a lot and just helping out whenever I could. And one time I bent over, okay, and all of a sudden I got this sharp, stabbing, burning sensation in deep inside the incision where they took my stomach out and where they did all the cutting and removing and stuff. Oh my gosh. I thought, oh my gosh, I have just blown open my stomach. The stitches are out and the staples are out and they're poking me and they're and they're scraping me, because it literally felt like something was inside of me, just scraping the insides, just burning me. And it would happen every time. And after that first time, every little twist and turn that I did, it was just like a sharp, burning, intense pain. And I thought, oh my gosh, what have I done? You know, my stomach is just open and it's, you know, gross or whatever. Well, of course I got on Facebook and on my boards that I'm support groups that I'm part of. Posted it right away, and you know, you get lots of feedback from message boards and stuff, and they're like, oh, it's scar tissue, or it's just your stitches, it's all part of the healing process. So okay, so I took me some Tylenol, and that night I laid with a heating pad on, and the next morning it was better. But that was really scary, because that is the first real intense pain that I've had through the whole thing. And, you know, of course, my doctor and nurse were out of the office Friday until Monday, and, you know, I could always go to the ER if it got real bad, but I thought, you know, I'm going to give it a couple days, and sure enough, it's been fine. I haven't had any problems with it, and it was just, I think, just too much activity, and I overdid it this weekend. Oh, and another thing, I threw up twice over the weekend. And I have traced it back to, it was nothing I ate, because I threw up it was like 2 or 3 hours after I had eaten anything, and I didn't throw up food. I just threw up acidic, yellow, neon yellow, stomach bile stuff. Gross, I know. And I did that twice over the weekend, once on Friday and once on Saturday. But I'm tracing it back to iron pills. I was not told to take iron, but I thought, you know, it can't hurt me, and I've heard a lot of people that take iron after this, so I thought, it's not going to hurt me, I'm just going to try. I think that was making me sick to my stomach, because my chewable Flintstone vitamin has iron in it, and I think I was just getting too much. And since then, I have stopped taking my iron supplement, other than what's in my chewable, and I've been fine. I haven't been nauseous or anything. So I think I'm saying it was my iron pill. And I've heard a lot of people that take iron do get nauseous from it. So no more iron for me. Extra iron anyway. As far as clothing goes, I'm still not seeing a ton of difference in my jeans. I'm wearing I pre-op, and now I'm still wearing a size 16. And they're not tight or uncomfortable, but they're not big and loose and baggy. So even with the 15 inches lost, I'm still not seeing a lot in my clothes, except for my shirts. I don't know if you can see, my shirts are pretty baggy up through from my waist up. They're not as tight, but not in jeans. I'm still not seeing much there, which is okay. And I'm pretty much eating the same things: cottage cheese, refried beans, soups. Oh, the thought of yogurt makes me want to throw up. I got so burnt out on yogurt. I've got it in my fridge, but I can't even look at it. It makes me want to throw up. I'm sick of it. So I'm cutting back on the yogurt because it just doesn't even sound good to me. But as of today, I can move on to phase 5 in my packet, and it says a regular diet. So I can start incorporating regular foods, eating what everybody else does, trying it out. and seeing how it goes. I'm sure I'm going to tolerate some things more than others, but I'm kind of excited to move on, and this will be the rest of my life from here on out. And they still want me to limit the amounts that I eat to 1 to 1.5 cups per meal. I'll, of course, always eat your protein first. And chew, 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 and don't drink with your meal. So, yeah. Liquid and protein is still kind of hard for me to get in. I'm still working on it. I have changed to these protein shakes. I get them at Sam's here where I live, and these are actually pretty good. The powdered stuff, I just couldn't tolerate it anymore. It was so sweet. That's another thing. My taste buds have changed really weird. Like before surgery, the sweeter the better. I loved sweet, sweet, sweet stuff. I craved sweets. Now, even in my waters, the liquid drop things that you can put in your water, I'm just so tired of the fruity sweet stuff. So the other day I did buy some Arizona tea packets, more tea kind of flavor, but even those were kind of sweet, and that just is so weird. And in fact, this last Sunday we went to a small birthday party, and I had a little tiny, like it was a 1-inch square piece of cake and just a dollop, just a tiny, like a tablespoon of ice cream. The cake, I ate the cake fine. The ice cream, and I'm a huge lover of ice cream. In fact, I could never buy it because I'd be the only one that'd eat it. Oh my gosh, I had to throw it away. It just tasted nasty to me. And it was just plain vanilla ice cream. Not a big fan of vanilla ice cream, just plain, but I threw it away, and my husband was just floored. He was like, "You love ice cream?" And I was like, "This tastes disgusting. I'm not even going to eat it." And maybe that will change later, but I don't know. But yeah, that just floored me about the ice cream thing. Let me answer a question that I'm not even going to pronounce it, but DSMEL had asked me if I had been having any emotional struggles right now. Well, not really. I guess after the weigh-in today, you could probably say weighing in is kind of emotional when I think the scale should be moving more, but I'm going to give it one more week and see if this so-called stall goes away, and if, once I have my period and blah, 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 if that helps. But I do see my nutritionist and stuff November, it's either the 6th or the 8th, so that's coming up. So if I'm still having problems, I'm going to show them my food journal here and just tell them what can I be doing different. But yeah, emotional struggles, none so far. I haven't really missed food yet. I'm sure that will come. People eating different things in front of me doesn't bother me yet. It smells good and it looks good, but I have no desire to eat it. Maybe just a little nibble, but that's about it. And she also wanted to know if I was feeling any different. It depends on the day. Like yesterday, I had a lot of energy. I did a lot of running around, errands and stuff. I felt really good yesterday, but by the evening I was tired. And feeling different, not so much yet. Not really so much. If you have any questions for me, do what she did. Just leave them in the comments, and I will try and answer them the best that I can. Thank you for all the support and encouragement, and subscribers. I think I'm almost to 100, and that's bizarre to me. I never thought I'd even get close to 100 subscribers. And again, that's not why I did this. I did it to help people out there like you, and if I can encourage you and just be there for you. That's the whole point of this. And plus, just it'll be fun to look back on someday and just see the changes in my face or whatever. And eventually I will do another body shot for you, but I want to get a few more pounds off first. I'm anxious to get to that 20-pound mark. So I've lost a total of 17 pounds, which that's nothing to joke about. That's pretty cool. And I just, I'm going to say it again. This is your journey, nobody else's journey. And don't compare it to anybody else's. Take care, everybody. See you next week. Bye.